Hello everyone, can you hear me? Right, you can hear me. Nice. I am a little bit sick. I am recovering from a cold, so there might be a little bit of coughing involved, but I'll try to mute the microphone when that's happening. But I'm feeling better. I'm recovering, but still have a bit of a sore throat. So yeah, there's that. What else? We will be continuing the game from yesterday soon. I think the Spiffing Brit is now doing a pre-stream. I'm already in the lobby of his multiplayer game. So yeah, it should be starting in it's a matter of minutes. Part 1 happened yesterday. The situation is as follows. I am playing as the Soviet Union, he is playing as Great Britain. And essentially I need to capitulate him. He can win a defensive victory. We still haven't established a firm end date. It's now March 1941, and I have taken over all of Europe and I'm invading the United States, but he has fortified himself well in Britain. I think I can win this, but it depends on how much time I have left. If we would play until the end of the game, I'm pretty sure I can just outproduce him with planes, but we'll see the details. We'll see the details, as the game unfolds. Alexander, thank you very much. And I am recovering, I'm feeling better, but still need a few days to be at my, full strength, let's say. Yeah. That is about it. Crap, forgot to mute the microphone for the coughing. Alright. So yeah, essentially ready to fall asleep. Yeah, multiplayer games aren't that... I mean, any live game isn't that dynamic. But I have already taken Washington in the United States, and it's progressing while I prepare the final strike on Britain. Hopefully it will, be enough. Okay, I suppose we have some time for some chat questions if you want to do that at the moment, but the moment I hear from the Spiffing Brit to, get into the game, I'll stop that. Bannerlord, is that a Mountain Blade thing? Did I play the Great War mod? I looked at it, but I haven't actually played it. Let me search for that, what that Bannerlord is. Mountain Blade 2. Sure, I guess. Is it available already? I didn't think so. Who's winning? It depends. How do I decide challenges? Well, sorry. Someone doesn't believe you are the one who donated. I'm supposed to say, Privyet Nikita. Okay. Who's Nikita? Right. Do I microwave my shoes before I eat them? You're supposed to do that? A military police only challenge? No, thank you. I've done artillery only. I have, yes, for those of you who are spamming artillery only, I have done artillery only. So you can go and watch that if you really desire artillery so very much. What else? Let's go. I mean, I'm waiting for the Spiffing Brit. He's supposed to call me when he's ready to play. I am all ready, so we have some time to talk if you want. My tutorials are really useful to you. Well, I'm happy that they are. I'm happy that they are. Play as Poland. I played a lot as Poland. If you haven't seen it, you might want to check out my first ever series in Hearts of Iron 4 right as the game was coming out. It was a world conquest as Poland, and I'm pretty proud of that because it was legitimately the first world conquest recorded for YouTube ever in this game, and I did it as Poland in Iron Man mode. So yeah, if you want to see some Poland gameplay, that's that, although I did know the game, less. Yes, this is round 2. I don't know how long we'll go for. We'll probably end sometime in 1943. Am I Russian? I am not Russian. Yes, because ordered another artillery-only crusade. I've done one. I think I'm good. It wasn't very pleasant or especially interesting. It has meme value, but, memes die. Oh, here's Spiffing Brit calling. Hello, you're live on my stream.
Hello, you are also live on my stream. How are you doing?
Oh, right, we're fine. I mean, I'm recovering from the cold. We went for a bit too long yesterday, and my throat is not in the best of states.
Yeah, for that reason, I think today we should probably aim to have this be about an hour long, and if there's no conclusion by then, we'll just have the chat votes on who wins in their hearts. Like we'll have one joint straw poll between both of our streams, and we'll see what happens.
I suppose we could, but I don't know. Maybe an hour is a bit little, because yesterday we kind of went for 4 hours, so maybe let's do an hour and then figure it out. I can do maybe up to 2, but don't know, what about you and so on.
Yeah. I feel like the AI has had access to my plans here because for some reason I've got 2 divisions which are preparing to do a naval invasion into Amsterdam. But hey, who knows what the AI's done there. But anyway, are you ready to play the game at full speed?
At full speed, I suppose, yes. I do have some preparations to make, but maybe go down to 3 for a moment so I can get my bearing. I don't remember where everything is.
Okay.
Just for a moment, and you can unpause.
I think what I'll be doing at the moment, because my nation is practically set up perfectly just the way I like it, I think I will, I'm going to probably, I'm going to start naming all of my divisions just after people in chat. So if you have anyone who donates, I'll rename a few divisions after them, Taureor.
I don't really have time to name divisions. I do have to win this.
Luckily, I have all the time in the world to name divisions.
Remember the guy who donated $100 to me yesterday? Well, here he is again, $50. Yes. Part 2 Electric Boogaloo, good luck, man. Well, thank you, but are you sure you're not... I mean, if you're that rich, I'm not bothered, but are you sure you want to give me that much money, man?
Yeah, there you go. He's donated it. So what was his name, Taureor? Let's name him.
Oh, you want to name the divisions? It's Sir Newbie. Newby.
There we go, Sir Newbie. He will be in charge of defending Birmingham. Congratulations, Sir Newbie.
You're cutting out a bit? Oh, no, you're back.
He will be in charge of defending Birmingham.
Okay, then. The thing is, I think I can beat you. It will depend on 3 things. One thing is, can I outproduce you in planes quickly enough? I think I should be able to, because, let's see, how many factories do you have? You have 53 to 67 military factories, according to my intelligence. And I currently have...
Right.
I currently have 118 factories just producing planes, and I already have 1,000 naval bombers ready. Also, we do have air superiority in the English Channel, so I suppose I might want to join that, because my planes are not even engaged because I was saving them. But, if we send some naval bombers there, your fleet might be in a bit of a pickle. We'll see if that works.
Yes, they might be.
That's one thing. The second option that, I can win would be if you make some mistakes. And option 3 is if your bombers are, or if your planes are not as good as you said they are. We'll see about
Well, I
that.
mean, it's entirely possible you'll get something super special and you'll soup up the fighter free to the point where I can't keep up. It's a possibility, but I'm going to trust in my Spitfire. A Spitfire has never let me down before, and if today is the day, then so be it.
I suppose we'll see relatively soon. Won't have enough time to nuke you. Oh, we haven't really set up a start date. You're saying we should do it by time. I did set up a poll in my stream, though, for those of you watching who might want to vote in that. I have set up a poll for a reasonable end date and gave 3 possible results, being, beginning of 43, middle of 43, and end of 43, because I thought those would be reasonable things. But we can also do that based on, time in the game. We will see.
We can do. We can do. If someone from my chat, one of the moderators, wants to hop over to Taureor and steal it, then paste it in our chat as well.
Oh, it's a poll on a card, so you'd have to do a separate one, I think.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, that would be impossible to take. Oh well.
Right. I need to do some research. Do I really need nuclear reactors? Won't have enough time for nukes. Let's ignore that. Right. Sorry. Still a bit of a throat problem.
That's fine, I understand. Have you got any interesting beverage for today, Taureor, or is it just standard water to ease the throat?
Yeah, I was supposed to make tea, but I forgot, and then I was out of time. So Newbie says he's not rich, so I don't know, if that's a lot of money you've given. I mean, I'm good. You can keep donating if you want to, but, just be sure. Sorry, I'm just a bit surprised. That's like, 1/4 of a entry-level salary in Poland that you've given me in total. So, well, maybe not 1/4, but 1/5 or something. So that's quite a lot of money. So yeah, I'm making sure to that everything is on order. Yeah, just don't get me wrong. Thank you, man. Okay. I think I hijacked the conversation.
No, it's fine, don't worry. I'm just testing out some more planes and seeing how they're faring. I'm just kind of messing about, really.
I forgot to do air doctrines. That might be a problem.
Yes, I've made sure to go all the way down mine, which has given me a nice little advantage, I would say.
And let's see, how many planes do my allies have over you? Also, how's your fleet? Can I somehow check how many planes were destroyed by my naval bombers? Is there a way to check that?
I don't know. I have honestly no idea how to see anything about like naval and air combat. It's all quite hidden and absolutely paying to just get like an actual statistic. So I can't help you, I'm afraid.
It's a pity. I'm curious. Oh, I see you have started to defend the English Channel a bit more.
Yes, I've decided to dump in a few more planes just for some fun to see how they do, and I think they'll be fine. They'll have a good time,
We'll see.
Right, so at the moment, I'm noticing you're dropping in a few planes of your own.
I mean, we have to fight it out at some point. Might as well be now.
Yeah. Luckily, our average air attack, air defense, agility, and speed is all higher. But of course, if you just have overwhelming numbers, you will win regardless. It's just going to be a bit costly for me.
See, I can see how many planes there are from me. Oh, you can see that too, probably. I have 1,600 fighters. Germany has almost 800. France has 200. Spain has 200. Italy has 300. So, see, my allies are kind of paying off.
Yes,
all
they
that work I
really are.
did on that.
Whereas for me, it is 1,500 from the UK, and then about 500 from my various colonies. Well, 300 from Japan, which isn't bad. It's pretty good. How is the fight in Japan going? Because it looks like Manchuria is handling it almost entirely for you.
I didn't really pay any attention to that, just sent to, you know, if I'm in multiplayer, I have to, limit what I'm paying attention to, otherwise won't be able to do anything.
Yes.
So in that situation, I decided to just ignore Japan. This way, it's easier
Sorry,
to handle all
Taureor,
the
you're
other
kind
stuff.
of lagging on my end.
All right. Yeah, I see. Think I'm catching up, am I? Not sure. Oh, I can invite some people to factions. Good.
Oh, I see. You're expanding your faction even more. Great.
I mean, they wanted to join.
Yeah, I suppose there's no way to stop them if they want to join. Whatever makes them happy.
Let's take Miami. I need a good vacation spot. We'll be reaching Mexico soon. Yeah, I wonder if all that work I'm doing in the US would actually pay off. They are an industrial superpower, but will they have time to build up? If you can go to speed 4 if you think the lag will handle it.
Yeah, I think at the moment we can probably handle it. But if we, of course, have any issues, we can always slow down. But at the moment, I think it's all going fine. Oh, a battle between the British Navy and some French boats, but most importantly, the Soviet naval bombers, which are the main issue.
Well, I did make over 1,000, so yeah, I've been making naval bombers for 3 years, I think. I wasn't completely ignoring the aerial aspect, but I just overinvested in naval bombers and underinvested in fighters, probably.
Yeah.
We'll see how well that works out. They're all pretty basic. Soviet technology doesn't need improving because it's already perfect right at the start. Of
course, the thing is absolutely crazy. It's yeah. I mean, the Soviets they're in a bit of an interesting technological position, I find. They have some pretty nice technologies, but equally some pretty bad ones.
See, being from Poland, who used to be a Soviet puppet, we actually had a saying in Poland. I think it came from the Soviet Union. I'm not sure about anything Soviet-made, any Soviet technology. That it's what was it? Nie gniotsa, nie łamiotsa. I'm not sure if that's actually Russian or if it just sounds like Russian, but it's essentially that it doesn't bend and it doesn't break, whatever it is. And that's...
I mean, the one
Bloody
thing I know
hell.
about Russian technology, especially in, oh my god,
I'm getting worried.
a rebellion in the Americas, okay.
I am getting worried. Sorry to interrupt you, but Newbie just donated $100. Could you leave...
Well, you might want to have a chat with him after the stream then.
Yeah, could you leave one small division in Texas if you're able? Also, good stream mate. Also, let's step it up a bit. I am a bit uneasy, and Say donated as well. Thank you very much. Am I going to continue my Polish channel? Probably not. Oh, sorry, I deferred to the chat. Just a bit...
No, it's okay. It's a question you get asked quite a lot, I understand.
Right. When I do that, I forget what my plan was and then stop doing what my plan was, which is a bit of an issue. Right. I'm going to have to simultaneously execute several plans of beating you, because the chances of each of them working are limited.
Yeah, so you want to try and launch several successful invasions rather than well, several potentially successful invasions rather than just one plan that I might be able to create a hard counter for, which is probably the best bet.
Right.
At the moment, though, I can tell you that my fighter aircraft are 20% cheaper than yours. Luckily. Although they are producing at a painfully slowish rate. If only I could build more.
And let's duplicate. There you go, sir. Newbie, the Texas division you asked for. It can stay here.
Have you been
Right.
getting many people in your stream chat asking for artillery only? But it's kind of been getting a bit ridiculous today.
I don't know. I got a few, but it is not so intense in my situation because I've done an artillery only video.
Yeah. I mean, so have I. I did an artillery only stream and I thought that counted, but apparently it doesn't to them.
Yeah, I do get some streams, but it seems like they're mostly from people who haven't really seen that I already did that, so I don't know. On the other hand, ISP is doing another artillery only, apparently. I've been told in the chat.
Yeah, I think he's put it up now or something. Or maybe he put up a teaser for it. I don't know. I didn't see all of his latest video. In fact, do you watch any Hoi 4 YouTubers?
Not really. Sometimes if I want to check something out, like, oh, what has this person done? But in that case, in that situation,
Yeah.
nothing other than that, really. Oh, you are beating Qing China.
For some reason, I can keep passing, and I think I'm actually going to be able to take something here.
Yeah,
Because,
that happens often in China, but, you know, there's lots of my
that's
troops
fine.
there, so I'll get it immediately anyway.
I'm going to hold on to this thing. This is going to be great. It's going to be British colonial holdings. For some reason, Japan doesn't want any of this, so I guess I can puppet them or satellite them.
It's gonna take you a while.
Yeah, I'm just going to spam click.
Might I suggest how you may make it quicker if you want to satellite someone? Satellite Communist China. There's like 2 instances of Communist China in existence right now. How can you satellite that?
Yeah, that's what I'll try and do. Just give me a second. I'll try and
Okay.
spam click. Actually, I could load up an auto clicker.
Do you know that you can do the sort of a shadow puppet thing, just leave one cheapest province before you puppet? Just like shadow puppeting, but not all the provinces are taken, just the one cheapest one is left, and then you puppet, then you deselect the others, and you create a puppet with that one cheapest province only, and then you can continue giving land to the puppet which is cheaper. Did you know you can do that? Okay, this is gonna take a while, so I'm gonna talk to my chat for a moment. So Newbie can't donate any more today, sorry. Dude, that's like... Let me quickly count that. How much is that in Polish? 3. That's how much I made in a week of hard work when I was working as an English teacher. All that you've donated to me. Really, you don't need to do any more. That's just...
So I'll tell you what I did. When I clicked satellite to communist China, all that's done is given that land to you. your communist Chinese puppet.
Not a puppet, but an ally. It seems like a bug.
Oh, well, that's fine. I'll take that.
Right, where was I?
Apparently, I drove my chat insane with all of the tapping on my end.
Yeah. No, you can hear that usually, yes. Can get a bit Let's have a look at the aerial and naval situation. Aerial dominance is ours. How many ships do you have left?
Christ
A
alive,
lot.
you've got a lot of planes there. How many ships?
A
Well,
lot.
one of my fleets is, well, my biggest fleet is busy repairing at the moment. So,
It shows around
moment-
100 for me, so...
at the moment, actually, there aren't any ships there, as far as I'm aware. Apart from the Japanese ships, I don't have a fleet there.
I'm gonna need to get some more military factories to use to build airplanes. I'm only using 120 right now. More military, please. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure I can just outproduce you and win that way, because my entire alliance has probably like 10 times as many factories as you do. The question is how quickly we can do that.
Yes, that's always the challenge. Because even though you could eventually win through conventional means, there's just a chance that... Oh my god. Cool, Ireland got called in. Great. Brilliant. So you're going to take Ireland now.
I don't know. We'll see if my allies land. I'm not really that interested, but that gives me another, avenue of attack.
Yes, indeed it does. Oh well. Hopefully your allies won't have the idea to. I mean, your allies might struggle to anyway, because at the moment there aren't many fleets of your allies
I get it.
floating around.
And we've taken half of the United States. I need to answer someone in my chat. Do I even bother reading the chat? See, the thing is, when I do solo streams, I answer almost all of your guys' questions. But this is not a solo stream, this is a multiplayer with the Spiffing Brit, so I am focusing my attention on the multiplayer aspect. If you want to do more of a Q&A thing, then, then join the solo stream. I'll probably be doing one next week, maybe this week as well, I don't know. But yeah, if it's a multiplayer thing, it is the polite and reasonable thing to do to focus on the multiplayer aspect, so the chat unfortunately has to come in a second in that situation. Right, I wanted to just explain that.
Yep, I agree. That is, yeah, you should explain something like that. And yeah, it's the same for me. If it's a stream which is just single player, then you'll expect me to read the chat. But in multiplayer situations, it can get really difficult, because especially when you're doing streams with people that don't always understand YouTube or streaming, it gets a bit rude when you have to read out a donation, but of course you're talking over them at the same time. So yeah, it's a bit complicated to deal with. It's much easier when you have other YouTubers that you're streaming with, because they tend to understand.
Right. What is CC click? Is that Shang-Chi click, but with a different...
Yeah, I've actually never seen
Guang...
it before.
I don't know.
I've actually got no idea what any of this is. They appear to be... They're standard nationalist China. They've got all the modifiers of nationalist China.
That's a bit weird.
What the hell is this? They are just a second nationalist China. They've got the focus tree of nationalist China as well. This is one hell of an interesting nation. I've never seen this before. That is most definitely an issue, but hey, did you ever play Day One Waking the Tiger, like when it was first released?
Yeah?
Did you get the bug where you got about 6 Chinas spawn in?
No, but I managed to do a focus that gave me Japan as a puppet.
Oh, I've seen that one happen before. That was good. Yeah, I think the worst I saw was it was a game I was playing with Pickle 1, and they managed to get 6 different instances of nationalist China to form just through the focus trees. The AI had just decided to go nationalist China all the time, and it completely broke the game. But hey, because the focus tree would fire off multiple times, and if it was, say, get extra military factories in Beijing, all of them would do it, and the actual one that controlled Beijing would just get a ridiculously overpowered province.
Never seen that happen, actually, but I guess that's completely reasonable. There was quite a lot of weird stuff happening at the launch of that.
I've just spotted something. 24 Soviet paratrooper divisions standing in Gent.
Damn, should
Nice
have
to
put
see
them
them.
further
Where they
back.
go.
Should have put
They've
them further.
got almost about 199 of them. They've got artillery, they've got spotting, and they've got entrenchment. Interesting. Good for them. They're going to find it. They're going to find it interesting to land on the UK. I can tell you that much. It's not going to be like it was expected.
We'll see.
Landing.
Yeah, I should have put them further inland, so they wouldn't be so obvious, shouldn't I? Oh well. That is a bit problematic. Right. Oh, I know what I should do. It probably won't work now. Damn it. Oh well. Should we, I mean, this is just gonna be some planning and gaming. Should we talk about something like completely different?
Yes, we might as well. I hear there was a new dev diary for Hoi 4 released. Have you read it yet?
Oh, I don't really read dev diaries. I know I probably should, but it's... can you summarize it quickly?
You know what? Why not? Let's go take a look at this together. I'll go find this dev diary.
Oh, no.
Give it a quick read.
I mean, just if you remember something. I wouldn't want to distract you from your fighter production.
Well, it's all automatic nowadays. It's all fine. Ooh, destroyers for bases agreement. Sure. I'll get some destroyers for bases. Why not? Alexander Pargis donated 149 rub. I decided to watch your stream for a while. Thank you very much, Alexander. I've now actually set my PayPal account. Instead of automatically converting the ruble into pounds, it now just keeps in the ruble. And I think that's going to be good fun. I think that's the way I probably want it set up.
Alexander has been donating quite a lot in my stream as well.
I'll name a division after him.
This person. All right then. Yeah, this is gonna take some time. Damn it, how do you keep getting air superiority?
Honestly, I'm not too sure myself at this point.
I have 4,000 active fighters.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing support planes?
Really
I'm doing... And 1,400 naval bombers. Is your navy even still here?
Yeah,
Yes.
my navy's still around. It's doing some things. Where is it at the moment? Where are my navies? What are they doing? There you go. There's 102 floating around in the English Channel at the moment. There's about 100 repairing at the same time.
And the United States has capitulated. Hello, Communist States of America.
Dark times. Oh,
but they don't really have that much of a military industry.
Yes, they are actually... they are suffering the fact that they haven't converted at all to military factories, but, you know, that would just take time and manage it eventually.
I wonder if they still have their fleet. Let's see... No, but they have 500 planes. That will come in handy.
Yeah, sadly that will. Well, what can I do at the moment?
Probably something.
I could blow up the Panama Canal if I controlled it.
Alexander is back in my stream. Thank you, Taureor. I love you too.
I'll just activate war bonds. Oh, interestingly enough, the Brazilians are landing divisions on my shores.
Brazilians?
No, you say? Oh, I've just been hit by Sir Newbie, actually.
Oh, he's on your side now.
Yeah, Sir Newbie has switched sides. Sir Newbie already has one division named after him. So, Newbie, if you want to say something in my chat, I'll name another division after whatever you like. Thank you very much for your $10, mate. How kind of you. This will go straight to the Tea Fund. I'm noticing you still haven't moved those 20-foot paratrooper divisions, Taureor. They are just still sat there.
Well,
It's 69 average strength.
Since you know they are there, it doesn't really matter if I move them out.
That's true, yeah. There's not really any sudden surprise moves you can make, and I'm going to just be expecting a power drop any day.
Well, maybe not any day. Still need to outproduce you in fighters.
That is true. You still do need to.
Probably should
I
build
mean,
some
at this
airports.
point, honestly, I think I could just hold the UK if you landed planes anyway. I think I've just got enough men on the ground.
We'll see. Essentially, you know, if I get air superiority over you, which hopefully I will, hopefully, then my allies can do quite a lot as well.
Yes, yes.
So that's a thing too. Right. What was I was supposed to say something, god damn it. I forgot. Oh, the turnout today is much lesser than yesterday. Maybe that's because it's part 2.
It is also likely because we are streaming on a Tuesday night. I mean, Monday night's one thing, but I find that Tuesdays, Wednesdays, they're all even lower turnouts. Fridays are generally the best. Fridays and Saturdays are the best times to stream.
Dominion of Canada.
Rest in peace. I'm basically by myself now. I mean, Japan is doing absolutely terribly. Oh my god.
I could probably focus on Japan and get them done, but
honestly, there's not much point. They're not going to be a threat to you. You've encircled almost their entire army there next to Vladivostok.
Yeah. Well, yes. Let's see if that works out.
It might scare you to know that actually I'm going to get the atomic research soon. Finally.
Atomic research? Oh, I've had atomic research for a long time, but you still need to do reactors and bombs.
Yes, of course, which will take me a year. And even then, I don't think I have the fighters anymore to get that air superiority I need.
But, yeah? Do you have extra stuff for nuclear research?
What modifiers? As the UK, I'm pretty sure I do, yes.
Because you'd need to do bombs as well.
I think I get 1 focus for it. Where is it? Yeah, 50% modifier, and that's it. Actually, no, I get 6 of them. Okay, see, I'll get 50% modifiers if I choose to do it. So I'm noticing a sudden and increase in the Soviet Air Force in the south of England.
Yeah, trying to see how well they'll perform.
Quite interesting, in fact. They'll perform quite well. Their main issue is the lack of radars on your end and the ridiculous quantity of anti-air on my end.
Well, it was worth a try. It still is. I'm producing them probably faster than you're killing them, so.
That's true. I'm killing about what's this? If I take a look at in the last day, okay, I've killed 14. Okay, 20. So I kill about 18 a day. How many do you produce a day?
Oh, I produce 10 a day, so you do kill more a day. Oh well. How about now? How's my S priority now? So I've lost, but you're losing as well. I'm killing 8 to 10 a day, if I am seeing this correctly.
Yes, I'm losing about 11 a day now. Yes, this is when I'm slowly starting to run out of Spitfires. Even though they're getting produced quite quickly, I will run out of them eventually. And when that happens, of course, you'll find it a lot easier to start breaching. landing, but hey, hopefully I can keep up production for a bit longer. I'm only able to produce about 8 a day of them at the moment due to shortages because you knocked out the Americans, but you know, I'll find a way to survive nonetheless.
I'm currently producing 12 fighters a day, 10 heavy fighters a day, and 4 naval bombers a day.
Jeez, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Right, let's buff it up a bit, maybe. I don't know. Are the air doctrines really worth it? Not sure.
It depends. I think at the moment, due to the ridiculous amount of output you have, they're probably not worth it for you anymore. But for me, they definitely were worth it, yeah.
Yeah, let's go to total mobilization. Why not? And do some women in the workforce. Oh, oh crap.
Oh my god, Taureor. Oh, it always sounded better in your mind. Oh well.
Yeah, as soon as it came out,
Now,
I got
Twitch
how
chat,
it
what
came
you
out.
want to do is you've just got to clip that and then send it to me after the stream, and I'll keep it in a little folder to use on a rainy day. When Taureor least expects it. When Taureor reaches 1 million subscribers, I'll just post that.
Oh well. I suppose war propaganda. Oh, why am I doing war propaganda? I have 100% war support. That was stupid.
Yeah, you're in aren't you technically in a defensive war somehow? No, you're in an offensive war, thank God.
I'm in offensive war, yes.
Oh my God, only 35% stability. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, we're the Soviet Union, you know. I suppose I could do improved worker conditions. Do I have an advisor that increases stability? No, I don't. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh, I'm now killing more than I'm losing, apparently.
Yeah, indeed you are. Congratulations.
Well, that seems like a path to victory, perhaps. Perhaps. We'll see. Why are you...
Oh my, the fight for the skies of England are really on. Let's take a look at some details over the last year. Enemy fighters shot down, our fighters lost. Okay.
Wait a minute,
Start seeing some statistics.
Oh, crap. Yeah, I kind of screwed something up. Oh, what's that? Someone's invading France. Who's that? Brazil. Is Brazil my enemy?
Yeah, Brazil decided to join my faction, and they've been sending men to my shores for some reason.
Cool.
They haven't sent any planes. They've only been... Actually, no, 100 planes from them. How nice. But yeah, at the moment, over the last month, you've lost 708 fighters, and I've lost 707. And now we've evened out at 712. So it is effectively turning into a very balanced fight for the skies.
But I can make twice as many.
Yes, which is the issue. Because if I lose the same amount as you, but you're killing just as many, yeah. Oh well.
Alright, do we have any free airports? Let's deploy some more fighters. There you go. Have a few more Soviet fighters. Alright, what should we do next? There's not much to do, actually. There's not much to do. How's my research?
It always sounds scary when Taureor says there's not much to do, because it means the next part of the plan is getting prepared.
Well, more or less.
Oh, brilliant.
More or less. First, I'm going to do this. Did you notice that Ireland actually peaced out with me when the US war ended?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, can we pause for a moment?
Sure.
Because I just got a lot of join wars requests, and I'm gonna accept them all when that is going to, you know, heavily influence the game.
Oh my god, they just keep coming.
Oh, thank you, chat, for suggesting that I should use ground crews on British soil, but I can't do that because I keep having to click messages away. So, Newbie, what are you quite ashamed of? I'm sorry, but I feel after what you've done, I feel like I need to respond to those chat messages. I'm still baffled, very baffled. All right. Oh no, you idiots! No. Okay, you can unpause now.
Okay. Lovely stuff.
Oh well. Essentially, oh no, it's going fine. So I'm not gonna say what's happening.
No.
Not just yet. Although I did make a mistake. A bit of a mistake. A small one. Yeah, I'm invading Ireland, but I attacked the wrong province, which is a bit of a problem. I wanted to land, yeah, I'm doing a naval invasion of Ireland, but I wanted to land in a province that was undefended, but for some reason I used one with the victory point, which is a stupid idea.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Ooh, that's going to be an interesting fight, especially because I've just decided to move a fleet into the area on convoy raiding. But we'll see how it does.
I mean, they're already landing, so I don't think that'll make a difference.
Yeah, I don't think I can get them anymore.
They'll either get killed or return home or get killed by you. It's just 10 units.
Just, you know, a few thousand Soviet lives you can just throw away.
Well, you can if you're the Soviets. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, over the last month, 1,200 enemy fighters lost to our 1,000 lost. So we're slightly pulling ahead, but still as a whole, you are in the lead.
You know, I still have 1,000 in stockpile, so I think I'll be fine on that. Right.
Mexico's in the war.
Are they? On whose side?
On my side. And at this point, it means Brazil and Mexico are going to attempt a invasion of the Communist States of America.
Well,
it's a possibility.
No, it's not.
A few of the other
it's not going to work.
Will try and join.
It's not going to work because there's a whole Soviet army up there that I didn't bother to bring back after the American War. A whole army group with how many units? 1 million manpower.
Oh my. Yes, I think you'll be able to defeat the Soviets. The Mexicans. They've only got about 47 divisions. I mean, they're not actually bad. Let's take a look at them. No, they're not terrible.
Right. Let's see, the Naval. Can I still get to Ireland?
I just took a look at basically I think they repelled you in that fight, and in return your submarines moved to protect your retreating convoys. One of the convoys was sunk, but 25 submarines were sunk at the cost of only one British destroyer, which is quite the crazy fight.
Yeah, do I still have a navy, by the way?
I think you should do.
Oh, I still have 10 ships. You guys go home, maybe.
I mean, I've gone down about 100 ships. I'm about 172 at the moment. So things aren't necessarily going great at the moment for the British Navy. But, you know, we have seen worse.
Right. Can this work? Not yet. Oh, we've abandoned the channel completely. Really?
Yes, I do believe you do control the channel.
I mean, I thought you would abandon it. I just didn't think you would abandon it totally.
Yes, I decided it was no longer really worth losing a lot of British lives over. I kind of evaluated the situation, and
Someone's saying I have minus 100,000 infantry equipment. Yeah, so what? We're the Soviet Union, we don't need guns.
Jesus Christ. Well, hopefully your paratroopers are high on the priority list for getting food and rations.
That is a good point. I should probably put them as elite, thank you.
I almost spilled my drink as I realized I shouldn't have told you that, but hey, nonetheless, what's happened has happened.
Right, can I afford engineer companies? We have 0 support equipment in storage. We have 0 infantry equipment support in storage. Infantry equipment in storage. So no. So no, we can't afford engineer companies. Unfortunately.
Oh, my chat is going absolutely mad for a T-only world conquest, which is apparently possible. Have to see.
How? There isn't a T unit as far as I know.
I mean, we could mod it into the game. I saw a mod recently which replaces all of the French weapons with baguettes. Like, it's a fully modeled baguette instead of them holding the rifles. It is just a baguette. It's incredible.
Neat. Okay, do I have any other planes, like maybe some tactical bombers or something?
Tactical bombers are a good idea, but the issue is, with the amount of anti-air guns I have, your tactical bombers would struggle, even still, to actually land much.
Well, I have 3 strategic bombers.
3 full. Okay, I scratched that. That's enough to completely overwhelm the British defences. You will no doubt manage to drop a few bombs.
And some interwar. Yes, chat, I know I'm not producing infantry equipment, I'm producing planes, which is, at the moment, the more pressing issue. I'm getting infantry equipment through Lend-Lease from my friends. And it seems to be enough.
Someone's donated 160 PHP. I'm not sure what that one is. Is that the Philippine currency? Anyway, they say do T only, definitely. With an incredible name, MLG Pro Shooter 360. That is an incredible name.
What, the T-only thing?
No, his YouTuber name is MLG 360 Pro Shooter.
Oh.
That is just one of those names. All it needs is a couple of like XX and underscores, and then it is the pinnacle gaming.
Why are my ships engaging? I thought I told them to go home. Maybe I was mistaken. I might have been. Run away, please. Don't fight the British. Probably shouldn't have told you about the invasion of Ireland, but it was a fun thing to talk about.
Fine. Yeah, the Irish are actually doing quite well. Yeah, they're not doing bad.
How's Mexico? Mexico is actually doing fine. I did send troops there, though, so I think they're going to be taken over at some point. Alright, need some more time, as always. How's our aerial massacre? You still do have a lot of those planes and anti-air. I think I need to start producing some strategic bombers.
I could pull them out just so you could, I don't know, have a go, seeing if you could land a few.
No. Let's do this right. Let's do this right. Perhaps I will manage that. Oh, I forgot to set up the occupation rules for all the land that I've taken. I hold your land, Union of Britain. I wonder where. Probably somewhere in Africa. I'm going to be very harsh to you. Let's be the harshest. Oh, apparently my chat is shit-talking Poland.
Whoa.
Well,
Poland is lovely.
That is not very nice.
Yeah, that's not nice at all. What has Poland ever done to you?
Oh well. Right, so how many planes do you have left? Let's see. 4 to 6,000.
4,550.
Huh. Oh well. Well, essentially, I'm killing more now, I think.
Yes, let's take a look at these statistics. Last month, 1,800 enemy fighters lost, but I lost 1,500. So it is for every 3 fighters of mine that die, 4 of your planes die. Roughly.
Oh, so Newbie's back at it again. With another $5, you can do it. I think I can, yes, but we'll see soon enough. Soon enough. 14 ships left. Never even bothered to set up an admiral. Which might be a mistake.
I think this is the first time I've actually had a fun kind of like air war in Hearts of Iron 4. Normally, no one ever really pays attention to what the aircraft are doing.
I wonder how many strategic bombers I'll need to actually make a dent in your stuff. Probably way too many.
You know, so Newbie, he's all about switching sides because he just came over here and donated another $5 to say I can also do it. So I'm just saying he's hedging his bets. He's playing both fields.
Well, that is smart. It's always good to be in the good graces of the victor, I suppose.
Exactly, because they're the ones that are going to be writing history after this.
Subject may gain autonomy. Which one? Association of Autonomous States. What the hell is that? Hungary doesn't even have a name anymore. It's just United States of something. Kinda. Not like United States of America. They're not even the United States of the Balkans. They're just some states. Yeah, well. Now, how about those
War in
paratroopers?
Mexico's going interestingly.
Am I losing?
You're not technically winning.
Well, my guys don't really have guns because I stopped producing them in favor of planes. So that might be a problem. I am getting a lot of Lend-Lease though, so they should reinforce eventually.
And the Mexicans aren't able to push either, so eventually they will just lose anyway. So yeah, you'll be fine nonetheless. It's not really a front you will need to worry about too much.
One person is giving me an interesting idea. Let's see if that works out.
Must be something to do with those paratroopers, because I mean they've just not been up to too much lately. If you want, I can move some planes around.
No, do your...
all of those fighters have suspiciously disappeared. I wonder where they might have gone. What is this?
They're still where they were before. They're just not attacking you, so we can get a greater advantage once more are produced.
I see. So you're going to stockpile a load of fighters, and then as soon as your power drop, or at least you think your power drop is ready, you're going to drop in as many as possible so that the stacking bonus of the fighters will be enough to overwhelm my existing fighters.
That is the idea. I don't know if that will be successful, but that is the idea.
Well, we'll have to see.
Fighter, fighter 2, interwar fighter, that works as well. What? So Newbie says his guy in Texas. Did he die? No?
He might have, actually.
He might have. Oh no. You want a new one? You can get this one. You can get this guy. Here you go. No, that's him. That's the Newbie Tribute Division. He's just sitting here. He's fine. He's fine, just sitting there. Hopefully he will not get killed. Maybe I should train these paratroopers. They're green. That's not a good choice. Not a good choice at all. So I kind of ran out of airfield room. No, I didn't.
There we go. Finally, I'm producing 11 fighters a day now. It's taken us a while to get here, but we finally done it.
I'm producing a similar amount, and also heavy fighters in a similar amount.
Oh, well, yes, that just means you're making double the planes I am per day.
How do you enjoy heavy fighters? I do like them quite a lot, actually.
I think they're fun, but they're just not. They suffer a few disadvantages, and whilst heavy fighters, I find that they're good provided they're against like early tech fighters. So if you've got, say, fighter ones and you've got heavy fighters, your heavy fighters will just destroy the fighter ones. But if you kind of get fighter threes or fighter twos, which are modified to have high maneuverability, then the heavy fighter struggles to compete.
I do like heavy fighters for the superior range.
Yes, that does make them quite overpowered, especially when on the offensive.
And, like, invading Japan, for example. Oh, actually, yeah, I should really have gotten nukes. We could have beaten Japan by now. You know, Japan has this, like, a decision that when you get nukes on Japan, they just surrender.
Oh, didn't know they had a trigger like that. That's quite good.
It's something, I don't know, I know Japan can, I know,
You kind of
maybe
put out there.
maybe it only appears once you've nuked them a bit, because I saw like a triggerable decision: execute nuclear strikes on Japanese soil, something like that. And when you do 2 nukes, they just surrender.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
Although I believe nukes just are crap now.
Yeah, they've never been good. They've honestly always.
I disagree. They have been good at the beginning because they used to lower national unity to the point in which you could capitulate any country like you can capitulate France, if you had enough nukes for that.
Yeah, agreed.
But that's not a thing anymore. So
At the moment, they genuinely don't have any purpose other than if there's a point that you're really struggling to take, and you can take it shortly after the nuke drops, then that is the only use of a nuke. Other than that, because of the fact that they don't really damage a country very well, they don't impact the country seemingly at all. They're just useless at the moment.
well, unfortunately.
I think this game needs kind of like a super weapons DLC. Where you can make all those crazy weapons people fought about in the war.
Yeah, Wunderwaffe.
Exactly.
Right, let's buy some aluminium. I will not be able to construct any buildings. What? That's unfortunate. Let's not buy that aluminium after all. Oh, right, that's because the associated states of some place have changed their autonomy.
Wow, God, I hate the Associated States of someplace.
More
Where even are
nukes.
they?
Alright, I did infantry equipment 3, although I'm not sure why. Since, you know, I'm only making planes right now, which might be a mistake. Not sure. Not sure at all. Although
My
nukes
chat
would be...
telling me to get higher war support, but I'm checking my war support and it's 100%. Oh, God.
Yeah, I suppose I might need to change mobilization laws soon. I'm curious,
Are you running out of manpower?
I only have 500,000 left.
Only 500,000. Speaking like a true Soviet there.
Alright. Oh, bloody hell, there's something very weird going in the chat.
What are they saying?
Some discussion first about Poland and now about Israel, so yeah.
You might want to get yourself a chat moderator.
I probably should. Although I have a hard time, giving up control of stuff that is important to me.
I know. The issue is, I remember early on YouTube, I tried to get someone to moderate my chat, but all the people that recommended were the kind of people that I felt should be moderated by my moderator. So I've only really found my moderators from, it was kind of like one friend from IRL, who I trust enough, and then from playing games with my community, I found the people in my community who I trust, because I feel they understand what I expect of my community. Oh, God,
my chat is telling me to cut off your oil supply. That is an interesting idea. Where are you getting it from?
If it helps, I'm getting it from all over the world.
In that case, I can't really do that.
Like it's coming from like the north. It's coming from the south.
Oh,
the
sorry.
west.
Yeah. The person that said I should do that also donated. I didn't notice that. Thank you. Of course. Yeah. Sorry to cut you off.
That's fine. Don't worry.
Right. It's February 42. I should really hurry up.
Yes, you should.
Let's see. How many planes do we have in the reserves?
At the moment, it's looking like I might actually get this victory. What is your poll results come back with? Do they say start of 1940?
I haven't checked them. I'll check them in a moment. It's, if you put a poll in a card like that, it's going all the time, I think. So they can still vote all the time. I'll check it in a moment. Can I see that now? Poll results. Oh, I don't think I can see them through here. How do I check that? Give me a moment. How do I check the poll results? No, I don't think anyone voted in it, actually. Like, nobody. Can someone vote in the poll? Just click the card thing in the top right corner. I want to see if it's working at all. Like when you open the cards and stuff. Alright, let's see. Paratroopers, have you trained up yet? Not really. Alright, you don't have to be super high level for me to like you. Not at all. Let's see. This and this and this. Build up some airfields. That was necessary. Well, need to select some planes.
All right, and so it begins, I guess. The sudden and rapid deployment of the Taureorian. Spontaneous invasion from the skies. Yep, here it comes.
5,000 planes against your 2,000, but you also have anti-air, so I'm not sure how that will go. Not sure how that will go.
How's it shaping up? At the moment, it's 46% in my favor. But due to my country's modifiers, I think as soon as we switch to it being night, I'm going to get a load of modifiers.
Do you have like good modifiers for night stuff?
Yep, I think I've got a few. Yeah.
Really? So
Okay, not
Newbie,
too many.
another $50. Have a good stream. I got to go. Good luck to you both. Have a great day. You two. One last donation. I mean,
Thank you very
thank you,
much, man.
and yeah, I hope your eyes are fine. Hopefully.
Yes, keep us updated about your vision, my friend.
Okay. Whew. Where were we? You're still maintaining your defenses. That's a pity. That is a pity. You might actually be fine on that. You might actually be fine on that.
Alright, come on. Come on. I've got an extra special set of men which are designed to deploy as soon as your paratroopers are released. Basically, wherever your paratroopers land,
I'm
these
not
are the
sure
men which are
they
designed to
will
hold
be
them.
released at all.
Are you struggling to get the air superiority?
They're not being released, so that's a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
We have... Oh. It's only my fighters. My allies are not doing fighters. They're only doing... in England, they're only doing... Oh no, they're not doing anything there. That's a pity. That could have been very helpful. Unfortunately.
It would appear that at the moment, during the daytime, your men tend to do well, but as soon as it flicks to nighttime, my men start getting a lot more kills in the skies because your efficiency drops down. At the moment, you're about 25% air superiority away from being able to. Oh, is that a naval invasion? Crap! I didn't even see that.
Come on, guys, be faster. Ah, damn it, you'll manage to counter it.
Yeah, that's my slowness, though. Didn't see that one coming. I was too busy messing about looking at my air. I bet my chat was going absolutely mad. But yes, I think that's a successful counter.
Well, because you were only massing your stuff in the English channel.
Yeah, I did. I deliberately kept a corridor open from the side to allow you to naval invade because I didn't want to keep it too easy. So it is possible to naval invade every single place around the UK, except from the south. You should be able to land a naval invasion. You just might struggle.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah. Oh well. Russian D-Day will have to have a second attempt.
We'll see, we'll see. It seems like my fighter stuff is not really doing that much. Okay, let's see the statistics. Enemy fighters lost. Oh, we actually have lost as many fighters as you have. More or less.
Last day, in the last day I've lost 431. You've lost 470.
Okay, so it's a matter of time, I suppose. My chat is asking me if I'm getting a mental breakdown and depression, something like that. No, I'm just a little bit sick and baffled by the height of those donations today. Yeah, you guys can't really do the naval invasion, can you? It's not gonna work, is it? That's a pity. That's very much a pity. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. Although, how is your fleet still alive?
I don't know. They just are. I've honestly got no idea how they're doing this. They just have managed it. They've managed it really well. Right, you know what? I'm going to do something, and it could pay off. It could completely backfire, but here's to hoping it pays off. I'm just gonna make sure my men have what they need, and that I can predict this correctly. Right, here goes nothing. This could lose the game. This could cement my victory. I'll have to find out. And
Is it a secret?
there we go. There we go. Okay, so the test was the test worked. There we go. It's a victorious test. An absolutely splendid test.
What have you done?
Incredible stuff. Okay, so what I did was I deliberately held all of my fighters so that you could get air superiority for a day. And then I immediately returned them all. And in that time, about half of you,
Sorry, you're
they
cutting
all
out.
landed and were defeated.
Oh, the paratroopers.
There you go.
That's a pity. Although that is an interesting way of doing that. Though the paratroopers were supposed to distract you while, I did that naval invasion thing. So,
You appear to be lagging out a bit there, Taureor.
alright then.
Oh, you're back. Good.
Hello, testing. Testing.
Yep, I can hear you. So yeah, what do you think of that kind of strategy? It was a little bit cheesy.
It was, but it's just paratroopers. I didn't expect them to win anyway. I'm expecting that my allies, namely Italy and the US, will start some naval invasions once I can secure the area. And if that can happen in time, well, that would be great. Still, we'll see. I'm still damaging your fighters more than you can, outproduce them, I think. So we will get that superiority at some point, and then stuff will hopefully happen. How soon that will be, I don't know.
Actually, at the moment, from the looks of things, I'm looking at my daily balance, and my production of fighters actually outweighs my loss currently. So I should be able to stay afloat at the moment. But of course, as you pile on more and more fighters, I will eventually lose.
Yeah, I just noticed I don't have rubber. How did that happen? Must have been distracted.
Oh, there's a lot of Fs in my chat for the paratroopers. I know, it was a horrific. I'm sorry.
I think I might need to go down from free trade. Am I producing any of the stuff that I need? Or is that? Yeah, I'll need to go down from free trade. But I don't have the political power to do so, which is a bit of a problem. And it was going so nice until the Hungarians decided to get some independence.
The Hungarians? Wow.
Well, not complete independence. I think I was buying aluminium from them. Yeah.
Oh, I've just actually located your Association of Autonomous States.
Yeah, that's that.
Hmm.
The something
That is
nation.
interesting. I quite
Yeah,
like the fact that Hungary and Austria have swapped colours. That's quite fun.
Yes, indeed. Right. Although that has significantly slowed down my plane production, which is a bit of an issue. A little bit. Still have almost 5,000 planes in there, so.
Yeah, you have got quite the air force going around. Got up to 9,000 apparently. The Americans are fielding about 1,000. What are the Germans up to? They've got 2,000. French 1, Poles 1. Yeah, so your allies are doing quite well in terms of air force. And quite a lot of them are actually focusing on air production, which is a bit scary.
Yeah, the only issue is, how are my 1,500 naval bombers with air superiority not killing your fleet?
I have no idea. I honestly don't know. I think it's due to the destroyers I've been given and the fact that I've gone down kind of like the naval doctrine, which has made destroyers quite good. Actually, I haven't, have I? No, my destroyers are actually quite weak, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea. Honestly, no idea. They should all be dead, but they're not.
Maybe because I wasn't doing port strikes. That's
Well, the issue is none of them are based in the south. They're all based far up in the north. So you'd struggle to get the planes to do port strikes on them at the moment, I think.
But when they go to repair, we should be getting naval superiority, at least for a while. Shouldn't we? Theoretically. Theoretically.
Oh, Coup in Romania.
Really? For whom? Although, I don't think they can... Oh, Michael, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they can switch factions, by the way, so...
No, I don't think they can.
Oh well.
Right, we're halfway through May 1942. Do you think you'll be able to take me by the start of 1943, or do you think you'll need more time?
I don't think I can take you out by the start of that time. I don't know. I haven't looked at the poll. I should probably look at the poll results, because if I told people to vote, they probably voted. So let's quickly have a look at that. Need to just refresh the stream page. And it should appear here. Cards, and give me a moment. Poll results. End of 42 has been voted on by 72% of people. And start by 11% of people, middle by 16% of people. But if it goes for too long, we can, stop. I do have a few things I want to try. If they don't work, I think I'm going to just... but I think you agree that if we played it until the end date, my guys would just outproduce finally. But the question is how quickly we can do that, right?
Yep. Yeah, of course. And that's the last of your paratroopers gone. I decided to... I've basically decided I'm not going to win an air battle anytime soon, so all of my air force is on hold at the moment, and you can have fun floating around in the skies.
Really?
If that's what you want to do.
Well, that's surprising.
Yep.
Well, let's do a paratrooper test, then. Let's do a quick paratrooper test. They'll probably get killed, like the others did. You might want to get a general, the same one.
It's going to be fun trying to see where they land.
Okay, it's going to take them a moment to get there. Oh, why weren't you not... They were not all assigned to the order. Why is that? Because they don't have enough transport planes, is that it? Oh no, that's better. They just didn't get the order properly. Oh well. And finally finished the doctrine of shock and awe, which is my favorite.
Good job.
What's your favorite doctrine, by the way?
It really depends what nation I'm playing, but generally as a whole, I quite like... let me just double check which one's my favorite. I do quite like mobile warfare, but superior firepower is also good fun.
And Yas just donated. Thank you very much.
Well done, yes.
So with the air battle here, enemy ships bombed 180 this month.
Oh, yep, I saw that paratrooper test. Oh, my game's frozen.
Oh, I didn't, because my game was frozen.
Interesting. China joined common turn. Okay, that's what happened.
Oh, they landed. For a moment. That's something. That is something, and something is not...
Interesting. Communist China's joined the Allies. Okay. I have no idea what's going on with this game anymore. You've completely ruined the faction system, Taureor.
Yeah, also my game's freezing. I can't
Yeah,
move
same.
my
My
puppet.
game
Oh,
is.
it worked.
Oh, no, peace conference.
Something happened. I don't even know anymore.
It was the white peace in China. It's an event that can fire. So Japan and China have formed a white peace.
Oh, that. Alright. In retrospect, I should have taken Italy directly and used their production to fuel the huge army and navy and everything. Yeah, I know why the paratroopers are not working. I forgot to build transport planes and just landing one by one. That's
Yeah, they're
pretty
landing
stupid.
kind of like 3 at a time, which is quite fun.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
It's an interesting way.
Not a very efficient one.
No, not particularly.
Let's maybe make some transport planes. How about that? Although they do take a long time to make.
Yeah, transport planes are really quite a pain to produce. They're not the best.
Yeah, naval invasions don't seem to be working for me. That's a pity. Oh, probably should have invested in Marines. Why haven't I thought of that? See, in multiplayer, I don't think of obvious stuff. Like, for example, I don't make Marines because I'm focused on, talking and doing things.
Oh, so you're saying it's my fault here, Tori? Is that what you're trying to
Yes,
say?
exactly. Yes, it's all your fault. I forgot to make Marines. That's strange. I usually don't forget stuff like that. Alright, you guys. My guys in Mexico ran out of all supplies because I'm not making infantry equipment. Perhaps I should be making infantry equipment after all. But, the planes. Okay, let's reduce the amount of planes we're producing and make some infantry equipment. That'll help them a little bit. Still, I'm surprised that I'm not getting that infantry equipment because everyone in my faction is sending me some. Almost everyone. Huh. Oh, people are asking to show the casualties for both sides.
Oh,
We
yes,
have
let's
lost
look at
5.8 million and you have lost 1.93 million. Oh, and apparently I haven't called everyone into the war? Really? No. Everyone seems to be in it.
I think my war screen is completely bugged out because, from my perspective, I've only lost 2,000 men to the Soviet Union, according to this.
Does it count the planes?
It appears to not count the planes, yeah. It says you've lost 1 million and I've lost 2,000. All in all, I'd say that's a brilliant statistic and the one we should go with because that makes me seem like an incredible player. So, well, it is not the truth.
I suppose what should I try?
Actually, no, it is a possibility I've only lost 2,000 because I certainly haven't lost 2,000 planes. Yes, it is a possibility you have only killed 2,000 by men. All in all, I'd say this is a great success.
Great success, yes. I really don't know how to tackle this. I mean, over time we should win, but that time is taking way too much time. Way too much time. And why is, for example, Germany not attempting to naval invade you? They should be doing that.
Yes, I'm quite surprised that they aren't myself, but that's Germany's thing, I guess.
My whole plan relied on my allies doing the work for me.
And they've kind of just gone and said no, really. I've just been doing nothing.
They might be focused on Japan for some reason. Theoretically. Oh well. The game's lagging a bit for me.
Do you want me to slow it down a speed?
No, it's not the speed lag. It's like how do you describe that? Something like it just broke for a moment and nothing was happening for a short
Okay.
time, and then it went back to going at a normal pace. So it might have been like a momentary connection problem.
I'm doing something, and I hope my chat can see what I'm doing, but I can't tell Taureor what I'm doing. Actually, I suppose me saying this alerts Taureor to something happening, but yes, it's turning out to be a brilliant success.
Brilliant success, you say?
A brilliant, stunning success that as soon as you notice can immediately stop with absolutely zero repercussion.
Are you talking about the Northern Ireland air superiority?
Yes, Northern England air superiority.
England's,
Basically, I
not
just
Ireland, sorry.
dumped all of my fighters there, and as a result, sheer numbers of them, they've managed to kill 144 of your planes at the loss of 20, which is pretty good by my book.
Indeed. I would have to confirm that. Damn it. I think...
Planes out. Oh well.
I don't know, I'm not sure. Oh crap, I just deleted an order I didn't want to delete. That's a pity. Yeah. There was something I wanted to say. I'm going to try something suggested by the chat. Not sure if that will make any sense for me.
Okay, I'd be interested to see what your chat has to offer in terms of advice. Will it be the spontaneous naval invasion of Ireland, perhaps?
No, it's not spontaneous. I've been planning it for a while. No, it's not the naval invasion of Ireland. I'm still trying to do that in the meantime, but it doesn't seem to be working very well. Say, I might be misinterpreting something. If I want to do port strikes with naval bombers, do I have to target the land bit or the sea bit?
Good question. I'm pretty sure you have to target the sea bit, and it will attack the ports attached to the sea, as far as I'm aware. But I could be incorrect.
Because, I want to do that, but I'm not sure if I'm doing it right.
I guess we could have a test. I can tell you I have one of my fleets, the smallest of my fleets, positioned.
Don't worry, I'm just doing it simultaneously on all the sea zones. Just
And I guess
tell
we'll
me
just eventually
if that
find
happens
this.
in a moment. I'm setting it up.
Okay.
Still setting it up. We'll do a test. Alright. Where's my heavy fighters? Ah, there you are. Right, do we have air superiority everywhere? More or less. Do we have naval bombers everywhere? Yes, and yes, and yes. Okay, I have naval bombers with port strikes on your whole coast.
Okay, we'll see how this goes.
So, I really don't know that. I want to learn.
I think I've encountered a battleship on your end.
Battle?
Yeah, that's the Russian battleship.
Oh, one. Yes,
Got
one of them.
two, actually.
Yeah, it's a
And
scouting
they're currently
battleship.
fighting 18 of my destroyers, which are going to get absolutely destroyed. But hey.
Oh, finally. The Germans are doing things.
Germany.
And the Americans are doing things.
A naval invasion of Scotland. Nice try, Germany. Let's see how this pays off.
We'll see. So, are you getting those port strikes? I mean...
Nope. Not as far as I can see. I haven't lost anything. Oh, maybe. It's hard to tell what's a port strike and what's just been naval combat. But I think it's a possibility.
Okay, now I'm going to reassign them to a land bit. Let's see if that actually happens. Which ones? You. Okay, let's target all of the land bits, maybe. Naval bomber. I can't reach all of them. What, why can't I reach all of them? You should have range there. No, you don't. Oh, my naval bombers are too crappy. Damn it. Oh well.
Well, you managed to destroy my destroyer fleet at the loss of only one cruiser, so not bad.
Well, there were 500 bombers there as well.
Oh, yep, it came up. That's a port strike. You didn't manage to get anything, but you did damage the boat by 4.5%.
In which place? Northern
Naval
England?
base bombed once more. That's 9%. No, this is all in the South Portsmouth.
South Portsmouth. Okay, so you do actually have to target the land bit to get
Yep.
the bomber stuff. I did not know that.
Neither did I, but hey, we've learned something new today. Thank you very much.
And that's half the battle or something. Knowing or something, I don't know. Oh well. Okay.
It said the Germans were naval invading Scotland, but I haven't actually seen the naval invasion happen unless it happened and they lost incredibly quickly.
I was trying to naval invade Scotland, but I think all my guys died.
Yes, I noticed that. And they were repelled by 2 divisions, your 26 stack of infantry.
Well, that's a pity. Let's maybe do something else then. Alright. I'm trying some stuff out, but it seems like you are well defended there. I might actually lose. Did not expect that.
Have I got this, Taureor? Have I won this game? Are you willing to concede defeat?
Well, maybe not right now, but possibly soon, because, I mean, I'm pretty sure if, we had this going indefinitely, we'd just outproduce you at some point, even in Navy. But, yeah, doing this indefinitely is not really an option, is it?
No, it's not.
So, yeah. Somewhere in 43, we'll have to, if I don't invade you, we'll have to see if we consider that to be the end or not. Huh. Weird. I have planes assigned to Scotland, but they're not doing the mission.
Are you trying to land a...
I mean, I have planes assigned to all your territory. It's just the ones in Scotland seem to not be doing their mission that they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, they're actually not. Interesting. Yeah, you don't actually have any air superiority at the moment.
Which is strange, because they're heavy fighters, and they should be there.
Yeah, it says they're currently active, but they're just not actually doing anything. Oh well.
Maybe I need to relocate them a bit closer.
What they're up to.
Let's see if they can do anything from Calais, maybe. Oh, that's better. A bit better. Right, I'm really disappointed with my allies.
Yep, loads of naval base bombed. Yeah, your allies are doing a bit strangely, because it is normal for the AI to attack, but at the moment, all of your allies, they're not doing anything. Even all of their air force isn't bothering to invade. I just have no explanation for it.
I am a bit disappointed. Not sure why that would be a thing. See, seems like my strategy is failing, because my whole strategy was get lots of allies and make them do the whole lot of work. Oh well. Ran out of convoys. Who am I trading with? Ah, Dutch East Indies. You're taking all my convoys. Let's stop that.
Classic
then.
Dutch East Indies.
Rubber's not that important.
Well, it's important for planes, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. That's because I just stopped the rubber trade and I'm not producing anything. I need to redo that soonish. I need to produce more convoys. I thought I had a lot saved up. See, that's what happens if you have to do so many things simultaneously. Yeah, let's increase the convoy
you start
production
working
a bit.
on one thing and then you suddenly switch over to something else.
Oh well. Oh well. Okay. What time is it? We've been playing for almost 2 hours. Okay, let's go on for a bit more, shall we?
Okay. Should we say
Because I have
half
a
an
new...
hour more?
Sorry? Half
You
an
say
hour more?
half an hour more?
I
Yeah.
suppose. I have a new
So it's
strategy.
21:10 at the moment. Yeah, you can try this new strategy. If it doesn't work, we'll concede that in the future you would have managed it, but
But
at the
haven't done
moment you
so in
haven't.
the time limit provided.
Yeah. There were actually moments, I think, if you had attacked earlier, you would have actually managed to completely, just easily take the UK. But as soon as I'd managed to fill up all of my coastline, that was when I felt that you'd lost your ability to take the UK as easily as you'd expected.
Well, I made a few mistakes. One mistake was attacking too late. I should have attacked Iran when I had the Woggle and just pulled France into the war and so on and so forth. That was one mistake that I did. Another mistake was not having everything prepared ahead of time. For example, having naval invasions prepared on you the moment I declared war and so on and so forth. Just doing that later. And I think my biggest mistake was puppeting too much, because I decided that I'm going to rely on my allies to do all the work, as I mentioned previously, and have and I was hoping they
You've
would
been
start
let
invading
down.
people, right? For example, Denmark. What's Denmark doing? They're not doing anything. They should be invading. Same for the United States and so on. Which is a bit disappointing to me, especially Germany and Spain and Italy, because Spain actually can have a very aggressive, very useful AI. I've had, in one of my games, I've had Spain invade Japan for me. Similar with Italy. And here, just nothing, they're just doing nothing. I don't really understand why that happened.
Yep, I don't understand either. They've just spent kind of the time being AFK. Is probably the best way to put it. They've been pretty useless.
So I'm going to
You can't
try
always
out
just look at AIs.
one last strategy and see if it works, and then if it doesn't, I'll concede that I can't do that in a reasonable time. We'll see soon, I suppose. Right. Let's see.
Yeah, so I can take a look at Southern England and etc. to see how many ships you've bombed, and in total you managed to kill 4 of my ships. That's the total amount you've killed.
Well, if my, the new strategy I mentioned, if it works, I'll be able to do much more than that, but at this moment it looks like it's not going to work. Although I'm not done yet.
Oh my god, you're up to 11,000 planes almost. What's an approaches? Naval combat? Okay, that's not that important. But there's that Russian battleship against one single destroyer. HMS Broadway goes into the kill against the Russian battleship. Will it survive? No, it's run away. Good. But now they found each other again. Brilliant.
Huh. Wait a minute. Dutch East Indies are against me.
Ah, are they?
I don't know. That's weird. They're supposed to be with me.
Yes. I thought they were actually.
I did pop it to
Surprised they're not.
Netherlands, so I don't really get it. I don't really get it. If it's a bug, it's a bit of a problem.
Oh, there you go. You're going for the invasion of Ireland. Very exciting. I guess it's probably time I do that. There you go. Have that island.
What did you send them? Volunteers? No, you can't do that at war.
No, I've just given them all of Northern Ireland.
Oh. Cool. That's a decision?
No, I just had the option to return territory. There is actually a decision to return Northern Ireland, and in return they'll join the war effort. But it's kind of like a percentage chance thing.
Oh well. Okay, let's try something else then.
What did the naval invasion of of Ireland not really pay off?
Not really, because they have lots of volunteers from countries all around, apparently.
Yeah, I've been getting no volunteers, and for some reason Ireland's been receiving them all in my stead.
They have... what's that? That's Irish, I think. What's this? This is Siam, Tibet, Dutch East Indies, and pure Ireland as well. Well, I was hoping to get a foothold and then maybe, get a port or two.
Yes, but you haven't really been that lucky.
No, not yet, no.
Oh, there you go. That last naval invasion looks like it could be successful.
I don't know, they already got attacked. We'll see. Let's attack Dutch East Indies so their volunteers get recalled. And I'm going to have to click all the buttons that... Who else had volunteers in Ireland? Yeah, one of the invasions got killed, another one got killed. And this one will probably be killed as well. Who else is this? This is Siam. Let's quickly attack Siam. Come on, Siam. "10 days. Yeah, if we can see that I lose this, I think it's safe to say that it's because my allies suck.
Yeah, I agree. But of course, relying so heavily on your allies, that was a play on your part.
Yes, I mean, yes, this was a strategy that I employed, but yeah, that I don't know. This actually, I haven't had such bad luck with allies earlier. How do you think? Maybe the German Empire gets a different AI than Germany.
Yeah.
Is that a possibility?
Yeah, the German Empire AI has been, yeah, it's been behaving quite weirdly. It's certainly not been as offensive as it normally is. Like, they've got quite a small army. They've got 50-50 military to civilian factories. They've got a ridiculous ball of manpower, and they just haven't deployed it. And they've got no fleet. So yeah, I think they just haven't done anything. And the issue is the German Empire as a whole, when it becomes the German Empire, is all of these focuses that allow them to focus on building up a navy. And for some reason, they've decided to go down that tree, but they just haven't done anything about it. I think it's because the German Empire AI is coded to go against the communists, and for some reason, it just doesn't want to fight me, and I have no idea why. No. That's the AI.
Alright, I need to do a few more orders, and then we'll know if... justification for Siam is ready. Let's attack Siam. Yeah, probably should have done that earlier. Maybe that will mobilize some of my people. Who else has volunteers sent to Ireland? Who else has volunteers sent to Ireland? Siamese Empire, Tibetan Empire. Tibet, you're next.
Oh, there's no need to attack Tibet. What did they ever do? Be nice. Come on, Taureor. They've been lovely to you.
Yeah, sending volunteers to Ireland so I can't do naval invasions. Real lovely.
Good point. Good point indeed.
The game's lagging a bit for me.
Oh,
Civil War in France, really?
I
That's
didn't expect that. They've instantly joined my faction that I didn't even invite them to.
That's weird. Maybe that will activate the AIs at last. Probably not, though.
I just don't get that. It's fired as fascist AI, and they've joined me even though I'm 100% communist almost.
Legionary Bulgaria happened. You were not doing these, were you?
No, I'm doing nothing here. What? I'm just moving troops into Ireland at the moment. I've had no part of this.
This
Wow.
is strange. This is a very strange game. This is a very strange game.
I don't think I've quite had a game like this in a long time. But yes, you will easily manage to defeat this French AI. They've they have a lot of divisions, they just don't have enough to hold it.
Right, do I have any armies in the area? I've been a bit careless with my armies. Just left them and didn't pay attention to them, especially the ones that are still on the Mexican border. I put them on cautious so they wouldn't waste too much equipment.
In return, they've done absolutely nothing and just have decided not to attack. But hey, and at the moment, yeah, the defense is going to be impossible to break because the Brazilians, the Japanese, and the Mexicans are all flooding bodies to it. You're going to really struggle to win that war.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to concede. Let me just have another look at the general aerial situation.
Yeah.
General aerial situation is not that horrible for me, actually. Not horrible at all. But also, you know, not amazing either. Right, overcrowded airports, whatever. So let's try that.
Let's see what you're doing.
Sorry? Oh, justification is ready. Declare war. Tibetan Empire joined allies. Oh, that's a great idea, someone in the chat. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if
Tell
that...
me the idea, Taureor.
Not sure if that will work. Although, will it? No. No, it will not. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier.
What was your plan?
What did I plan?
You can probably explain it because it's not going to work then.
Well, it may still work in a month or so. It's probably too late. Coup in Ireland.
Yeah.
I forgot I had that option.
What, naval invade Ireland and then...
I forgot I had that option.
The issue you have at the moment is that I've now deployed men to cover the Irish seafront. So hopefully, no matter what your naval invasion is, I should be able to protect Ireland.
But if it's a coup, I don't think you. I think you'll be exiled from the territory of the coup person. I think so.
Yeah. So instead, I've got a different idea.
What, are you going to stage a coup in Ireland?
Yeah, I've staged a coup in Ireland. And hopefully, I think that should block you from your ability to stage a coup, although I'm not certain. Do you still have the option? Because if you do, that's just a bit of a pain.
Oh, that's cheeky. I didn't know you
Yeah,
had
has it
that.
completely blocked you?
That's... Huh. Really? I'm surprised. Surprised, baffled, amazed, and annoyed at the same time. Alright, then. Someone is naval invading me. Oh no, that's the French rebellion I forgot about. Am I in this war even?
All of your allies are. I can tell you that at least your allies are sorting the situation out quite happily.
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention to it very much.
Yeah, it shouldn't be one that requires too much attention.
Right. Honestly, I was hoping...
Thankfully, in a war against in a war of French versus French, whilst one will always capitulate, at least someone is guaranteed to win.
Oh well.
Right. So, do you concede, Taureor? Do you think this is the end?
Just one more thing. It's not 1943 yet.
That's true. It's not. Yeah, I'll give you 2 more months then.
All right, let's do that. Just a bit longer, and we'll see. Yeah, the Ireland thing isn't working out too well, is it?
Yes, so just to double check, the fact that I am staging a coup does prevent you from staging a coup.
It does prevent me from staging a coup.
I didn't realise that was actually an option. That is incredible, because the best thing is it won't finish until 1943, and I could stop it at any moment and then immediately start a different coup in Ireland, and it would reset the timer. So effectively, I could permanently protect them at the cost of only 3,100 equipment as well.
Huh. Well, that's very unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. I'm trying to give my AI allies a jolt, but I don't think it's working.
You might manage it. Certainly caused a jolt for the Irish AI. They're suddenly moving around and actually doing something.
Let's see if that works out. Probably won't. Still have 2 months to see if anything comes of it. Probably won't. Well. Right, where was I? Yeah, so France. France doesn't seem to be doing anything. Alright. France capitulated and gave bits to Spain. What?
Good for you, France. Good for you. That was an interesting move there.
What happened? With France, if you're allowed to do that, just tell me. Did they land a naval invasion or something?
No, they didn't even do anything. Yeah, they only had 1 division fighting over there, and for some reason they've taken it all. Oh well. Oh well.
Oh, you meant for some maybe good move for Spain? Is that what you meant?
Yes, yeah, I find it quite impressive that the Spanish have pulled that off.
You said France, so, you know, I thought you meant something else.
No, my bad. So, yeah, so your naval invasion into Ireland, that was a loss. The Irish do have enough divisions to garrison their ports, and as soon as you land a naval invasion, they effectively beeline just loads of divisions to you. They use like the fast movement thing. Oh my gosh, I've actually got a few French divisions in the UK. The French have retreated to my land.
How did that happen? Like the bad French, or?
No, the good French, the French that decided to ally me for some reason.
But when the Civil War ended, shouldn't that make them take your territory?
It should, but I guess it's because they are still in this war, and France has that kind of like AI that even after they capitulate, their country is still up and running in Africa.
Oh yeah, that. Oh, draft dodging, really? Didn't
You had
expect.
mutinies earlier.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen.
It's not like draft dodging is going to have too much of an impact on your manpower pool.
No, but I usually just take the most expensive option anyway, always. Alright, seems like my move to activate my allied AIs isn't really working. Oh, maybe it is. Or maybe it is. Let's see. What are you
English
doing?
Channel, naval combat? No, not naval evasion. Okay.
I don't know. They don't seem to be doing anything. That's a pity. I really was banking on. I really was banking on other stuff.
Have you kind of like clicked to see what your allies' plans are?
Can I? How do you do that?
Actually, consider doing a naval invasion or not?
Oh, battle plans for your allies. That's it. No, I don't see it. I've clicked it, but I don't see it. Displaying battle plans. Oh, maybe if I. Do I need to select that ally? No. I toggled selecting the battle plans for my allies, but I don't see them.
Okay, that just means they don't have any plans there. Interesting.
Really?
Also, Yugoslavia, they're still in the war against me, but they've left your faction and formed their own.
And they're at war with. Who's that? Bulgaria retook stuff? Weird stuff is happening. Weird stuff is happening. Alright, that's November. One more month.
Yeah, November, one more month. Can you do it?
No.
Or are you willing to capitulate now and understand that the British were always designed to win in this situation?
Yeah.
So when it comes to home defense, there's nothing quite like us.
Yeah, I think I'll have to. We can discuss possible strategies afterwards. For a moment,
Okay, well,
unless you
I
are
didn't
out
check
of
how many
time.
fighters I had in reserve. Oh my god, I've got 1,000 more planes. Where have these been sat? Oh well, I'll just put them on hold somewhere.
Oh well, let's land one last paratrooper maybe.
Yep, that would probably be a good idea.
Where is that army? I lost my paratrooper. Oh, here you are. Cannot move to a province along its path. Oh, I have 6,000 planes in your territory, and you still have air superiority. Huh.
Yes, that's mostly to do with my anti-air guns. They will just basically make it almost impossible to ever get air superiority.
Well, okay. You know, let's keep the game going and for a moment, but start. Let's assume that I fail to invade you, which is probably the thing that is ultimately happening, and let's maybe discuss the game. How about that?
Yeah, okay. Let's
You
discuss the
first.
situation of the game and talk about some of the plays that happened. So probably we should begin with your immediate aggressive play to declare war on the German Empire.
Well, that was I wanted to get them into my faction, but it turns out it was a terrible move, because they actually don't want to do anything. I had a look at those plans, and it is actually working. It is showing me the appropriate plans. The thing is that Italy, Spain, France, and Germany, and the Netherlands and Belgium, they have absolutely no plans activated. Neither has Turkey. Maybe if I go to Greece, Greece sometimes has an aggressive naval AI.
No, Greece is in my faction.
Yeah, if I got Greece, that's what I said. If I got Greece, maybe that would have been better.
Yeah.
So essentially, this is a horrible waste of my resources, having France, Italy, and Spain, and Germany. I should have just invaded them instead, and we could have been, we could have I could have had much greater production if I just annexed Germany, for example, and Poland and so on, and just spammed ships to defeat yours, and that probably would have worked. Not sure, but probably. I usually rely on my allies, and that usually works out well. But I banked on the German Empire having the same AI as the Reich and didn't really test it out, so I didn't know if that will work. So apparently, the German Empire AI does nothing unless they're fighting the communists. Same goes for the French Commune unless they're fighting Italy and Germany, apparently. And Spain just doesn't want to do anything anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, the Spanish AI is also like historically set to be as defensive as possible in the Hoi 4 game files. The only thing they seem to be willing to ever invade is Africa, and that's it. Other than that, they mostly garrison their own ports, and they don't get offensive. For some reason, the UK appears to just be this one nation in which it is almost hard-coded that only the German Reich will attempt to ever naval invade.
I have actually had Italy invade.
Yeah, them as well. The
Invade
Italian
Britain.
Union, and they don't really seem to want to do anything.
Well, I have captured the English Channel for a while. Now I can talk about it because you have it back. I had naval superiority in the English Channel, but I thought that would activate the AIs. So I was hoping that once I have the English Channel, that was like half an hour ago. You were just had your ships elsewhere, and I sent my 4 submarines there, and that gave me naval superiority in the English Channel. I was hoping that the German, French, and Italian AIs would get activated by naval superiority in the English Channel and launch their invasions. I was banking on that, but that did not work out
Yeah.
at all.
I've just pulled out all of my ships from the English Channel to hopefully kickstart the AI into doing it. My only issue is that a lot of the time, my fleet actually got quite heavily decimated by you and your planes. So what I did was I just scattered my fleet elsewhere, and I kept a very small quantity of ships, like destroyers, floating around in the channel to make it appear that I had a fleet there. And basically, that countered you because the destroyers are a lot less likely to be destroyed by your naval bombers, and they can actually shoot down a few naval bombers. But whilst my battleships and etc. were just sat over in British Malaya, and due to that, it gave the appearance that the United Kingdom has 84 ships in service, but currently only about 20 destroyers are cycling around the English Channel.
Yeah. I know what I've done wrong and how I would fix it, but that's of course too late now. Really, my biggest mistake was banking on the AI actually doing something.
Yeah.
Did you not want to expand? Because I thought your first move would be to invade the United States of America.
Yes, so I contemplated in this plan, should I expand an attack? And I do have a few ideas because, of course, I want to take this similar premise of give a YouTuber the choice of a mod and then go see what happens. They can pick a nation. And I think if it had been anyone other than you, I would have attempted to expand. But because I know from watching your videos, you're quite an aggressive player in how you attack AI, I felt that if I attempted to attack AI early on, you would immediately go for an early justification on myself. And what gave me away to that regard was when I said, should we say no wars before 1947? The fact that you said you immediately wanted a war before 1930, in 1936 alerted me to the fact that you'd be going for an early aggressive play. And for me personally, if you went for that, I knew I would never go for that. Because I knew that I could easily win a defensive game, which is what I've done now. But when it comes to fighting in France as the Brits, I knew that the French AI would let me down. I knew that, I just knew that I'd lose. So that's why I've decided to only hold United Kingdom. I think when it comes to playing against someone else, certainly Vale Fisk, I know I'd be going for as aggressive as possible. And I could easily grab most of Europe, hopefully, by the time he does whatever he wants to do. But of course, it depends. But as it was you, Taureor, I think I chose this strategy, and honestly, I think I chose correctly, given your playstyle.
Well, that certainly worked. Yeah. I should have gotten Germany into my faction. That delayed me and wasted my time. Also should have just gone for some early aggressive plays, more aggressive plays with annexation instead of puppeting, and then use that production potential to, because all the countries that I've puppeted, if I just annex them, I would have around 1,000 factories right now probably. So I could just make spam dockyards and make 1,000 submarines, for example, which would of course get sunk quickly, but 1,000 submarines would give me full naval supremacy in the English Channel for a month or two, and I could just invade you with
you would have been able
150
to
Russian
continuously
divisions.
spam. Yeah, honestly, if you had annexed instead of puppeting, I felt that would be the one thing that would lead to my eventual downfall, because I felt that even if you weren't able to get any successful naval invasions early on, you could just keep bombarding me over and over and over again, and eventually I just run dry of manpower, especially if you had a large air force. And certainly, I think something you could have done a little better is that if you'd switched all of your well, you're producing a lot of planes, but I think if you had all of these factories in Europe, say, you could produce a ridiculous amount of strategic bombers. And if you'd done that, I just wouldn't have been able to defend myself. I would have lost all of my production abilities. And even though I had a lot of anti-air, if you had all of these factories, you would have easily managed to crush anything I could produce, and I would have just lost.
Yeah, that is a valid point. I banked on the AI playing well, and I lost that gamble. So I concede to you. Well defended, Britain.
Thank you.
That's about it.
There you go. That's right, guys. Everyone's saying please nerf me and the Italy versus competence. Yeah.
Do you want to do the poll you mentioned earlier, or are we just leaving
Yeah,
it?
you know what? Let's do a poll. I'll open up a straw poll so that it can go in your chat as well as mine.
Just send me a link and I'll post it.
Let's see. Who do they think won?
I mean, in the parameters that we've set, I can see that it was clearly your victory because I was supposed to invade you, and I didn't manage to do that in time.
Yep.
So
what I've also allowed is I've allowed it so that you can technically vote for both, and if you vote for both, I'll count that as you thinking. Well, you basically will think it's a draw or whatever. Anyway, I'll drop it in my.
yeah, well, when you send me a link on the thing. Oh, Alexander the Praguese donated. Thank you. Here's the link. All right. Let me copy that. And
I'm going to vote for myself because that's who I am.
I'm gonna paste it in my chat. Chat, there's a link for you if you want to vote in a straw poll.
Yeah, at the moment, it will take a while for your chat to kick in, but as my chat's kicked in, I'm currently in the lead. But of course, when your chat arrives, who knows? Yeah, it's currently evening itself.
Yeah, I mean, the parameters were clearly set. I was supposed to invade you, and I did not manage that. If we continue this until the end game, yeah, we probably would have done it, because my next strategy at this point, what I would do next in this bad situation, I would just start annexing all my puppets to get all the factories that I need, and done the thing that you mentioned, and spamming planes and bombers and all that. That could still work, even though, my AI is bad. I could also do something else that I can actually show it to you right now, can't I?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, I can. Just a momentary thing of one of the things I would do.
I'll just disband my fleet in the English Channel. So if you want to do a naval invasion, you can.
Communist state of Nepal was to German faction, sure. So let me just show you something in 10 days. Can you speed the game up to 4?
Sure. Speed 4.
I probably should have done this at the start of today. I didn't remember the thing you can see the allied battle plans. If I paid attention to that, I could have probably decided to do this earlier. Alexander donated again. Thank you, Alexander. And the thing that I'm going to do is going to happen in 7 days. Okay, the games are running pretty slowly.
Yeah. I'll go for speed 5 briefly. We'll see if it works.
Yeah, the game's pretty advanced. It always runs slowly at this time. Let's have a quick look. Oh, also I didn't look at the straw poll. Okay, you have 56% victory. That's about right, I suppose. You won, but not by much, according to that. So, okay, the game is running a bit faster now. Need 3 more days. To remedy that factory problem.
Oh, are you going to go for an annexation of someone?
Yes, in a moment.
Who could you annex? What puppets have you got? Turkey's a good one to annex.
I suppose they'd give me some resources.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do
Red
that
seems
yet.
that France has left your faction, which is quite fun.
Yeah, I mean, damn it, I can't do it. I have a truce with them. Okay, I'm gonna just tell it. I have kicked France out of my faction in order to attack it and annex it normally, and I would do this to all the members of my faction one by one using the superior strength of the Soviet troops and all the other faction members while this was happening. I would first kick out France, annex France, kick out Spain, annex Spain, kick out Belgium, annex Belgium, the same with the Netherlands, and so on and so forth with Germany. Everyone who's essentially not my puppet would get annexed in the next few years, and then the factory potential would be there. Because, for example, Germany has at the moment 2,500 factory, 300 if you count the dockyards.
Wow.
So,
yeah, that would basically be a doubling of your own factories.
Just Germany, yeah. And France has around 100. Spain has almost 100. I'd annex Italy for another one. I mean, yeah, I'd probably get around 1,000 factories if I did that, but that would take me like a year probably with the truces and stuff. And we don't have that much time. So yeah, you played it, you chose the right strategy, and I can see that you defended. What was the English propaganda for word? Well, maybe not propaganda. The general word for defending England from all the invasions.
It's basically all about having a stiff upper lip and putting England first. Oh, fight them on the beaches. That was it.
And
Or fight them on the beaches.
Oh, I was thinking of home defense, I think, but maybe something like that.
Well, the thing is, there's been a lot of propaganda saying that we can do it because we were basically just defending ourselves for quite a while.
Oh well. All right, I think that will be it for the stream, right? I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
I chose the wrong strategy, and I can admit that. So if we ever do this again, I'll think harder and design a better one.
Thank you very much for participating, Taureor. I hope you've enjoyed it. And special thanks to all of you in our stream chats, certainly Taureor's chat as well as mine. You've all been great fun. Thank you for all the donations. They do mean a lot to both of us. And it just allows streams like this to happen. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks, Taureor. I'll go speak to my stream now.
And thank you both chats. We'll see you soon on our respective channels. And the call is terminated. So once again, everyone in the chat, thank you very much for watching. It's a pity I couldn't win, but I admit I chose the wrong strategy. I was hoping that the AI would actually do something, but as you can see, only now that we've kicked France, Germany actually has plans here. So yeah, it was a bit too long also. Still, yeah, I've learned how to not attack Britain. Alexander, another donation, thank you very much. And You were asking some questions about the next challenges. I do have all the footage for the Bulgaria video, I just need to edit it, but I was focusing on these streams, and then I'm doing some other stuff that I've planned, which is going to be a bit more of a Drew Durnil type video, but I think I have something original planned for that, so hopefully that will be a lot of fun. And yeah, oh, that's a valid point. Someone in the chat says that communism won, and indeed that is the case, because the whole world is communist, essentially. But they're the wrong type of communist, we're the right type of communist. So, with that cheerful summary, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Within a week, I'll probably post the next video on Saturday, as I usually do. Okay then. Have a nice evening and goodbye.